Common Sense coming back to you with another one. Chi-Town remix to the Sticks. Ooh, and the Kakalaka. It's starting to cool off a little bit here now, y'all. I thank God for that. And I think I'm gonna amp up my yoga practices again. I did a lot of studying, and a lot of introspection while when I first started practicing yoga. I was going through a really rough patch toward the end of a very toxic relationship. Okay, a lot like what uh, Queen Melody has survived through. And I had a group of snakes around me as well. Some family members, most of them were family members, relations, and some were mutual friends at the church that we attended. My former husband and I attended together with our blended family, and Dangerous Destiny is who we gonna be getting it in on, stepping on these necks of these snakes and looking at the boomerang of karma. Okay, you better be careful what you say. You understand me? And I mean that from the bottom of my soul. Words have power. And if you speak them in the right combination at the right time enough, you will manifest exactly what you say. And you listen, you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is put your energy into those words, whether it be negative emotions or positive emotions. And inadvertently, sometimes we manifest things. If you don't believe me, I'm about to give you the proof right now with Dangerous Destiny. But before I do that, okay, I would like to say I love you, each and every one of you. And I love me too. So we're going to keep it all the way gangstar. Okay, all the way gangstar with this because our young ladies, they're confused. They grow up confused because of whatever negligence that adults displayed in handling their spirit and their psyche properly, right? Because we know love does not leave scars. It doesn't. Because the love of God that we all share, God does not bring harm to us. You know, God has so much compassion and eloquence. God will uninvite that themselves out of the situation with you until you're ready to invite them back in. Do you understand me? Okay? God takes all forms, shapes, sizes, dimensions. God speaks all languages, baby. And you better believe the omnipotent knows how to speak the language of evil, to be able to translate it, to be able to manifest the perfect solution tailored just for me and for you. Because one subtle difference makes it totally different. You see how much that love just envelops you when you put it into perspective like that. God loves me so much, He tailors my resolutions, my protection, my battle plan, my strategies, especially for moi, nobody else. Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. Because I'm about to go there. Okay? About to go there with it. Our young ladies need stability amongst the village of women. Okay? And I'm speaking just to black women right now. They need stability. They need sage wisdom that is untainted with the filter of our own bitterness and unhealed spaces. We owe them that, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of hearing mothers who are now empty nesters. These kids owe me this, that, and the other thing. No, they do not. Moment of clarity. Your adult children don't owe you anything but the respect of raising them, hopefully good, well, and whatever loyalty they choose to share with you as you grow older. Now we all want to have the ideal sunset as Black women. We want to grow old gracefully. We don't want to get wrinkled too fast. We don't want stuff to start sinking too close to the sidewalk too soon. We still got a little pep in our step, so we want to enjoy our bodies to ourselves, in more than one way. Either we're carrying one within our belly, or they're on our hip, or they're on our heart, or they're on our mind, right? And as they get older, you get into touch overload. They need loving, they need hugs, they need kisses, they need cheerleaders, they need a scolding, they need a stern talking to, they need to be elevated and poured into with positivity and restored. We are always connected to somebody else as a mother. We're never alone in our thoughts. And it is not for whack bitches to have children. I'm just saying, because the children of whack ass mothers grow up scarred. Now, there's no way that a child can grow up without some scars through childhood. With something gonna traumatize us, something gonna scare us, something gonna give us a memory that says, "Whew, oh yeah, I'm glad that's over with." You feel me? Of course, nobody gonna go through life unscathed. That's just impossible. However, your mama, your grandmama, aunties, big cousins, older sisters, so on and so forth. We owe our younger girls and young ladies stability and sound information. We owe it to them to teach them everything that we can possibly pour into them to prepare them for what they have to face outside of our protection. You understand me? So here's why I call destiny dangerous. There's many reasons, but I don't know. We're gonna do a quick little throwback here. Just a refresher from this here episode, you know, shortly around, the end of the Holtz marriage. It was multiple powwows done on camera about Melody, like them damn secret meetings that narcissists and they little flying monkey crew have when you injure the narcissist with boundaries. Follow me now, y'all. When you create narcissistic injury on a narcissist with boundaries, let that sink in. Okay, a boundary, divorce. A boundary, I'm leaving you. A boundary, who you talk to, like that. Okay? Boundaries are placed between you and the narcissist. And because they're so used to you not having those boundaries, they have created a justifiable reason to have a boundary. You have people like Dangerous Destiny trying to blur those boundaries to benefit her and only her. Selfish women, I'm being specific with why I say this, so just You might quit bashing black women. You don't love black women because you're up here going in on us. Well, we need it. Okay? We need correction because we've been so far out of pocket for so long, being unhealed. It's time for correction now. And if you can't autocorrect like your damn keyboard on your smart device, then that's what supernovas, oracles, empaths, and readers are here to do. Restore righteous order among black women, tribal women, melanated sun goddesses. We are not living up to that terminology because we keep producing dangerous destinies. You understand? So let's do this here real reminder of how words can manifest into energy, because that's what they are. Words are energy. And how you weaponize certain words can boomerang back around and smack you right in the back of your quick weave. Okay? That's why it's always best to work your own shadows. It's heal, because we inadvertently and sometimes deliberately pass this toxic, demented, delusional energy down as a curse over our daughters, honey. And I'm telling you what I know because I lived through it. I'm not making this up. You know, like that bootleg life coach over there. I'm not pulling something out of a book. I'm not reading from cue cards or, you know, little tete-a-tete bullet points, talking points, and rhetoric. I am speaking to you from a survival position, from being I am a survivor. So I lived through this shit. That's why I get so triggered when Destiny opened up her ignorant, undereducated, self-important mouth. Okay? Bear with me, y'all, because I'm trying not to curse. Because there's a million words you could put in place of profanity that will illustrate your point in such a more eloquent, receivable fashion. That's the problem a lot of times, is communication among black women blurs them damn fucking boundaries. Excuse me. See, I just said I'm trying not to curse. Yeah, I'm cursing. First of all, many black women don't know how to talk to each other or even their counterpart. We don't know how to communicate effectively. We think that getting somebody together all the time and checking somebody all the time, always being the top hen, always having a one-upsmanship affair with your fellow sistren, feeling like you got to be the queen bee, you got to force and bully people to exude your alphaness as a lioness. And you don't even take all that, because that is the equivalent to when our brothers display aggression, violence, okay, and very lower frequency energy to force a woman into that word submission, when submission from either party is a gift. It's not an entitlement. It's not a right. You have to earn submission from your partner, just like you have to earn respect. It's conjoined. It's enmeshed one inside of the other. Submission and respect go together. It's a gift. You earn it. And when you are granted that, you are supposed to protect that, just like you allegedly protect your children, your peace. See, our priorities are all fucked up, a lot of us as black women. Because we We protect my man, my man, my man, and the fact that you don't want to be alone in your codependency and your abandonment issues and your control issues and your entitlement issues. You think that is a badge of honor to be crass, ignorant, rude, vile, disrespectful, and straight up out of pocket. A lot of black women wear that bullshit as a badge of honor, and Destiny is one of them. Okay, so what I might be going in on Destiny for a little while. Okay, because I'm a Virgo. I like to slow walk people, especially when I have an opportunity to gloat in the devil's face. I can do that because I know that devil personally, huh? Hello? Now, let's go over here because I talk all damn day. I'm not going to try to be up here before you long, but I'm full. And this is a whole lesson, a teachable moment for how we see Destiny and how her words, her vile etymology, her disgusting, delusional language manifested what she's living through right now. What are we on? 7 days to the countdown before to the orange jumpsuit, or she should be writing a check. Am I wrong? Put some eagle feathers in the comment section if I'm on the right track and you want me to keep going. Okay, or I could just hit it and quit it and bounce and go on to the next gathering powwow. Because I got time today. And I just need to express myself and really turn my ilk into power so that hopefully it will resonate with anybody who can relate as a survivor or who may be going through the same thing right now. Because we all know from my hometown, every 30 seconds, a black woman is assaulted by her domestic partner or a domestic member. Okay. So let's keep it moving. And I want y'all to peep this with me. Let me refresh. This was right after the divorce. Okay. Right after the divorce, yo. And Destiny made a beeline over to Martell's house. This is right when, he refused to let Melody take her own belongings from her house. Do you understand me? This just makes me sick, yo, because we all know the truth, and when we look back at the receipts, they hit different. So I'm gonna show you something. Let's take a gander. Okay? And we're gonna do what we do. Okay. Let's go.
Dude, this little conversation, don't get mad or nothing, Destiny. Goddamn.
What you do? I can't promise I ain't gonna get mad at you.
So it ain't even like I did anything, I don't think. It's more.
Okay, so we remember that, right? That was recent. Now peep this. Here, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do just sound because this is on the actual shebang bang. Okay. Peep this. Circa 2 years ago. Huh? 2 years ago. Check out where we were 2 years ago, honey.
Friends with people from my situation.
It's not even right, though. I've been knowing Destiny for how many years? What's going on?
Arms?
Yeah, that's too much
Start
skin.
over,
Listen,
y'all.
let me tell you something. You don't talk about no skin. You don't ever invite me to another doggone shoot like that.
Hey, I just
Y'all remember the photo shoot for the calendar that this Negro was supposed to be putting together? He was going to do a calendar. Remember that? And he calls Dangerous Destiny up for some baby oil. She brings it from Madani, and he's half dressed in the photo shoot with his robe gapped open, and Destiny told him to cover up. This is what they're talking about. Check this out. Now, he listen, this Negro up in Melody's house refused. That's how narcissists do when they know they have no real liquid assets or no safety net. They cling on to material possessions and old dying memorabilia and the physical tangible things that they can utilize as weapons to control or domineer said house belongings, etc., and so forth, even though he didn't pay for none of that shit. But let's go.
needed the oil.
I decided to pop in on my longtime friend Martell because he knows Melody best. So navigating this crazy time that we're in, maybe he can give me some positive insight. Listen, did you get everything in the divorce? I gave you a Melody that.
What? The cheese cutter?
Yeah.
Well, you my girl, so it's definitely coming with me. Like what? Actually, she said you take this. This is from your friends.
Nah, you lying.
Oh, she said that. She said you take this. This is from your friends.
Wow.
I said you damn right.
See, Melody peeped it. Melody already peeped it. Okay? This is what I mean by grace. This is what I mean by stability. This is what I mean by sage. Melody gave these Negroes a lot of grace, a lot. This is why I have a huge problem and I'm triggered and I try not to read the foolery, but these comments underneath anything where Melody is standing on business. I'm just keep it plain. Let's go.
Interesting.
When last time you talked to Mel?
Her and I had coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that didn't go too well.
Seriously?
It was real interesting because she said you're friends with my ops, Martell and Tisha, and you and Martell talk on the phone every day. I said,
And why shouldn't she have a problem with somebody who says she's her friend, begging to be a part of her village? Why shouldn't Melody or anybody have a problem with you being cool with her ops? I got a problem with a motherfucker being cool with my ops, especially if you supposed to be close, close, close to me and you know a lot about me and you have compassion and empathy and contrition for my ops. Oh, oh, we gonna cut that cord real quick. Yeah, it's gonna rip my heart out. I'll be nostalgic. Well, damn, I thought you was rocking with me, and you cool with the ops like that. That yo, come on, let's go.
good and damn well I don't talk to Martell every day.
Right.
She was like, well, I just feel like you should have cut him off. I said, so should I ask all the friends that I have that are mutual?
See, she is something else she's trying to turn everybody against me. Like if y'all want to listen
But
to
that's so high school. I mean, because I can't ask you to not be friends with people from my situation.
It's not even right.
But wait a minute, hold up, pause, run that back. Remember when Martell told Destiny she better choose Martell and not the other side? Huh? Check this out. But listen, y'all, listen, pay attention.
Right though. I've been knowing Destiny for how many years?
It don't make sense. And don't talk to anybody that I ever dealt with. It's impossible, and it's unfair to ask.
That's what she do though. She's done it to many other people. Whatever Melody's problem is, she really needs to stop trying to turn.
But see, Melody don't want to deal with nobody that you ever dealt with as far as men go because they don't run in the same circles as Melody. Melody has class and she has high morals. She has had those ever since What did Miss Van say? She was a child, 16, doing her thing, entrepreneurship budding at that age. Melody is a lot like my oldest, my daughter, my butterfly. Okay, that's my firecracker. You know, you learn a lot from your children if you start to heal and you allow their love and their purity and their honesty to heal you. A lot of times as parents, especially mothers, black mothers, we exploit our title in a very vile, proclivitous manner. We think just because we are that child's mother, whether it be an adult child or not, that we can do, say, act however we so choose, and it is not supposed to take anything and shift any energy because I'm your mama. Bye. That's abuse. You understand me? I'm here to tell you, I am letting you know that that's abuse. Just like when friends do it. That is abusive. Well, that's my friend. We cool. She can get away with that. No, ma'am, you cannot. You cannot gaslight the fuck out of me to get to, you can't manipulate. Don't do that. If you my friend, you're not gonna manipulate me. We're gonna have the conversation, and I'm gonna say yes or no, and then that's gonna be respected. And if it's not respected, then we'll take a little short break, whatever we have to do to regroup for you or whoever to be able to understand that you're gonna respect my goddamn no. Okay, let's go.
Turn everybody against me. Destin has been my friend way longer than she's been Melody's friend. And I'm not sure if they even have a real relationship. So my thing is, Melody needs to figure things out. We're divorced, and she needs to just move on with her life and stop trying to ruin mine.
And then she ran like she always does.
Ain't this something? Melody needs to move on with her life and stop trying to ruin her ex-husband's life by moving on with her life and not fucking with the ops. Okay? Boom. I'm not going to edit how I feel when I'm around somebody who's cool with the ops to make the ops and you and your association with them to make y'all feel comfortable in that space of having these damn secret meetings behind my back and coming trying to bring a bone and carry a bone. Okay, game recognized game. All right. This was the energy that I grew up in. I have a mother who exploits her title as a mother and as a grandmother. Ego. Ego, emotionally driven child rearing is not healthy. That's why we have dangerous destiny perusing around this realm the way that she is so reckless. Let's go.
Instead of really
Also,
facing.
so hold on. So she stormed off.
And I said, run like you always do.
Well, she don't hear something like she gone.
And you know of all people how I rolled for her, even telling you how wrong you were.
She cheated on me years ago, but they only hear about me.
You always want to, well, tit for tat, Mel wrong, I'm wrong.
Double standard. Make your mind up. Where
How's
should it
that
be?
a double standard? Are you the man in the household? Be the example and be the leader.
Okay.
Whomever be the fool and act crazy, don't match it if you feel like that's what they doing.
I told you were wrong then for coming at me like.
But this is coming from a chick who had somebody throw a chair across the room, and now they friends. Listen, this is some coming from dangerous destiny who got booted off the show because she wasn't giving, weaseled and finagled and snaked her way back on the show to rinse and repeat. Okay, now I'm still trying to figure out. Y'all draw me a map if you need to. I'm still trying to figure out how Destiny rode hard for Mel. If y'all can help me with that, that would be beautiful. Thank you very much in advance. Help me with how hard Destiny, dangerous Destiny, rode hard for Mel. Okay? I had a childhood acquaintance like this who truly needed me more than I needed her. But because I was so naive as a little girl, you don't understand that right away unless you have someone guiding you appropriately. Now, this little girl only comes over when you have your certain toys out or when she sees us having a little picnic out back and playing in the yard. She'll come over here and mess up your toys and, you know, destroy your things and then leave. And see, mommy's then left to replace your things so you can have nice things to play with and with your friends who know how to share. See, this is all proper socialization lessons that mothers are required to do. Hmm? Now, let's take a look at how Miss Van guides Melody with her wisdom and her practicality and her logic versus emotionalism. Okay. That's why Melody knows how to resolve conflicts and diffuse situations versus fanning the damn flames as a black woman. If you flip out with the people that are flipping out among your female friends, it's going to be a melee. Nobody's going to be heard. Melody commands the energy so that everyone can be heard. And as we clearly saw at the girls' trip dinner table, Tisha had a problem with that because Dr. Sharnita sounded off. And trust me, Tisha heard and felt it. And them demons became uncomfortable, didn't they? Let's go.
That you were being a good friend for her. You were.
We did go through a lot together. We experienced,
Yeah.
as women, divorce. And, you know, for her, that was a whole life.
Yeah.
For me, it was a
Look here. You were not supportive of her divorce because you were doubling down by riding the damn fence. Okay? So you wasn't riding hard for Mel. You was fence riding. That's what the fuck you was doing. Destiny. You was fence riding. That's what you were doing. So again, family, beautiful sisters, lay it out for me like a fourth grader. How did Destiny dangerously how did she ride hard for Mel? I'm still anybody help me?
it was a moment.
Still was meaningful though, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we both leaned on each other every day throughout the process.
Yeah.
So to be on the other side, like I even had a moment where I couldn't even pick up and call and like share, like and lean on her. And then, you know, moving back to Huntsville, that was
You heard what she said? You gotta listen to what people say. They don't even realize they're telling you something. Hmm? I rode hard for Mel, but it was a time where I couldn't pick up and call and lean on her. You see how self-serving that shit is? Me, because I was groomed properly when speaking of my friend, and if we have a disconnect or a fracture, I'm gonna say, well, damn, I can't even pick up the phone and check on my friend because we were kind of mad at each other right now. That shit hurts. I need to vent. I'm sure she need to vent, but I want to fix this. See, that's how I would have worded it. But see, that's dangerous destiny. So fake, okay, fence riding, fake. She's selfish, and that's what selfish birds do. We're gonna exchange that B word for the bird. Well, instead of itch, we're gonna say bird. Dot dot. Selfish. Let's go.
one of my girls, you know, that I had here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As I've said before, I have a very small village here and I'm doing this all by myself. And Melody was a part of that, a small part of that. And it's sad that she's chosen for it to be the way that it is now. It's just weird.
And I wish
Yeah, that's sad. It's sad. You sad. You a sad friend. You're a bird. You're a fence rider. You're a rat with wings. You're a pigeon. Yes, it is sad. It's sad to have black women out here that are so broken. They have zero self awareness, okay, yet know exactly what they're doing and don't give a damn about who they trample over or what type of upset energy they leave behind, such as with how disturbed your ex husband is behind these allegations with your son, the son you share. You left all kind of unrest and unfinished business because you were squatting in the house. You supposed to been gone. You stayed there longer than you were supposed to, and you did not care how that upset the apple cart. Don't you understand that fathers have emotions too, and their emotions affect their children? And if the father is stressed out and has time, parenting time with their child, that child feels their father's stress as well. This is why I call her dangerous. This is why I call her selfish. Okay, because my mother has the same mentality as Destiny. She's very selfish. It's about her, the wife. Notice I said the wife and I stopped there. It's not about mom, the wife, the mother, mom, wife, mother. It's about I'm your wife. In Destiny's case, if we put it in context, I was his wife, I have his son. So why should I have to be responsible? He's got the money. Why can't he just take care of us until because I have his son? It doesn't work that way. Silly, selfish, dangerous Destiny bird. It doesn't work that way. When you when you violate your wedding vows, hmm, when you disrespect someone's trust and violate them, you no longer have access. Do you see where I'm going with this, y'all? You have no more access to the benefits of being connected to me in an intimate way. Intimacy and sexual are two different things. Let's get that clear as well. Okay? Intimacy can be between two friend girls. You're intimate. You're sharing things that nobody else knows. And then the trust comes in, it stays with her. That's how you know if a bird is a girl's girl or not. Birds usually aren't girls' girls. We all know this. They can play a good script, they can run a good script, though, some of them. Now, the question still remains, where did she ride hard for Melody? Y'all, I can be wrong. I'm human. But my intuition is rarely wrong. And I didn't see it on camera. It wouldn't, and they would. Isn't that why you're on a reality show to show your real life friends, marriage, businesses, children if you choose to, all that, the grind. How did you get to where you are, who you are now? How did you become who you are now? Let me see the becoming. Okay, Destiny's not get. When do you see her at work? Working. She's always talking about working, always talk about busy. Busy doing what? What are you busy doing? Hmm? My mother, very selfish. Look at her children as competition for attention versus, you know what? Look at these children with their father, how patient he is with them. Look at them having a wonderful time. That bond is beautiful. Our family is loving. We are tight, and we got it all sold all the way around. Okay, and sold down. But no, Mothers like Destiny like to use children and material things as pawns to weaponize the fact that you won't open up your checkbook for me anymore and take care of me while I lay up and stir up as much confliction as possible. Yet, but because you say you love me and we have a son and we were or are married, I should still have the same access to you, no matter how I treat you. Dr. Sharnita hit the bullseye. Birds of a feather flock together because Tisha is the same way, very similar. Bird brain mentality. Let's go a little bit more.
I'll be real. I wish she had a better heart, though. You shouldn't treat people the way she's treating people. You know what I'm saying? I know we all go through our ups and downs, but still, at the end of the day, you don't try to really hurt people.
I don't know. I did say, friendships are a lifetime or a season, and our season is just up. So
So why are you complaining then? Mel didn't do anything to you. Well, I'm gonna say it again. We done been said this how many times? Millions of times. That's another thing. When you have a hard-headed friend girl who keep bumping her head up against a brick wall like this, and it's the same as my aunt used to say, that cow is still chewing the same cud. That means you keep reliving the same thing over and over again, crying and whining about it. Don't come to me. You do this again, I don't want to hear it. I love you. I'm not going to listen to it. And anything else, I will help you support forward movement. But if you don't take notes and watch people's pathology patterns, behavior patterns, you'll be a dangerous destiny. Okay? I hope this makes sense. Let's go.
And that was her choice.
Well, hopefully y'all can mend back together.
All right. Now we're going to go back over to this one, the most recent one.
Hey, so the four of us met. Me, Chris, Sonny, Moses. Chris brought over Moses and Sonny to the crib. Want to buy the house. And I look at things, as business. And
Check up with friendship.
hold on, what you say?
You don't think that it's odd that a man that I want.
You see the boomerang? At the end of the Holtz marriage, Martell was putting the pressure on, indirectly forcing Destiny to gain and gather intel on Melody's current headspace so he could use Destiny's pain of being cut off to then weaponize that against Mel. And it's all frivolous. All of it's frivolous. You see him capitalizing off of the pain of a black woman, although it is synthetic. We all know this. These are phantom issues that Destiny has regarding Melody. Regardless to what Melody clearly stated, I cut everyone off at the end of filming. There is no issue that I have with anyone. I am not in a good headspace and I would like to fix that before I interact with people. There's nothing wrong with that. I frequently do that. I do it so much that I am considered a hermit because it is at my discretion who I allow to interact with me, whether that other party is in favor of my response and boundaries or not. The older we get, the more we appreciate that. That's why some people say, don't turn into an angry old woman. Okay. That means heal yourself so you appreciate your peace instead of hopping around like like a toad from lily pad to lily pad, man, next man, overlapping Negroes, transferring all of these demonic, spiritually transmitted diseases back and forth, swirling around. Stop and decompress from that traumatic experience. That's where the word desensitization comes in because we see trauma after trauma, experience trauma after trauma, and then we don't take the time to process and decompress and unpack all that weight. And then we become bitter, angry old women and wonder why people come in and out of our cipher like a revolving door at the commuter train station. Okay. Like I said, watch the closing doors. Watch the closing doors. That's like, you know, the train doors close, but you got to go through the revolving door to get into the building. Then you got to go through the corridor to get to the right gate. This is in Chicago at the commuter train station, baby. The Metro, the Metro train. After you get in the building, find the right gate to get to the train. Got to go through the turnstile to get on the platform to be able to board on the right car or the right section of the train. That's downtown Chicago. And that's how people come in and out of, if you a bird, that's how people been coming in and out of Destiny's life. From businesses, business relationship, friendships, romantic relationships. That's why it's okay to sit at the table with her so-called brother and side dish. She's okay with that. When did she write Hard for Mel again? Okay, come on, let's go.
Once dated is now trying to buy a home here. I date a long distance for a reason, right? So once I break it with the, I don't have to see him again.
Yeah.
But you want to move you and your wife here? Like, does that make
How you think Melody felt when you decided you would side with the ops? Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels to have somebody rub something in your face. I told you I was gonna gloat in the devil's face, y'all. Now you know how it feels to seem as if somebody playing on your top. Huh? Now you know how it feels to have somebody bully you and you really can't do nothing about it. Because if you do, the rest of them kittens gonna jump right out the sack, as my uncle used to say. You gonna let them kittens out the sack, let the cat out the bag. Y'all know what that mean? Reveal the truth. What's in there? Mm-hmm.
any sense?
So what you think, trying to be closer to you or something? I don't
Why
get it.
would
What you
you
mean?
move to the oasis of Alabama? Like, I'm just confused.
And why would you bring your silly, ignorant, groupie energy back to the cast and want to come back to a reality show after breaking up with the man you say you don't want no more? He's married now. Why would you come back on the show to confront his new wife and him after y'all it's over? Why? Why are you back? Hmm? How you think it feel? How do you think Melody feel? Hmm? That you back on the cast and you trying to you trying to chastise and incite some type of feelings because you still ain't stepped out of your fee-fees from 3 years ago. How do it feel? I'm just saying, y'all. Come on now.
So, in the midst of the conversation, Moses had shared with me that, it's apparent that he loved you because I didn't know he named his company after law and stuff like that.
He told you that?
Yeah.
How long you had the trucking company?
Going on 2 years.
What's the name of it?
Justice Law Logistics.
Justice Law Logistics. It was named after their future children. But thank you for the contribution.
I'm so sorry. You just said their future children?
Well, when he was dating Destiny, I think that's when he started.
See, ladies, this is right here. Too much. You're oversharing. It's on a need-to-know basis. Y'all just met these people. You're on a cast, on a reality show. Slow walk this thing, okay? You were not received well as newlyweds. So let's do a little damage control. Let's regroup. Let's not overshare. This is why I know Destiny is dangerous, because Sunny is a natural talker. We're like that from the Midwest. We talk. We get it in. We could chop it up with the best of them. We could throw the dozens too. We can go corporate on that ass. We can go presidential, or we can go gutter with it. Okay. So by far are we ghetto. Okay, by far are we ghetto. We're hood with a twist, especially Gen X. Sunny is on the edge of millennial / Gen X. So she, she's still a little bit too oversharish, doll. Just a little bit too. I don't have nothing against Sunny. Okay. She is a little rough around the edges, but we all have room for growth and polish, right? However, there's a way to polish up your young ones that's coming up behind you in dealing with the game, dealing with these Negroes, dealing with the crew of the peanut gallery of haters, dealing with men who just as messy as old women sitting on the porch reading their Bible every Sunday, hollering about staying off their grass, and they got 50 million cats, right? We need to teach our young baby dolls the game. I mean, intricate details. And y'all hard-headed little millennials and under, you're not gonna age shame me, honey, because I don't age, okay? I don't age. I get wiser. And I'm trying to get better every day. So I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to boss you, bully you. I'm not here to strong arm you, but I am here to drop off this damn message, okay? And I'm here to let us elders know that we need to tighten it up, because Sunny oversharing is what keep making her put her stiletto in her mouth and not look the brightest. She, when it comes to this situation, I didn't say she wasn't bright. I said in this situation was not handled gracefully, was not handled properly by Sunny as a wife and a woman and wanting to be a mother. Now, like I said, there's room for growth. That's why the elders are here, who have the morality and the compass of righteousness to understand that our mistakes are our teachers, and to pull her coattail and say, baby girl, come here. Stop telling these people, don't tell them that. Sonny, don't do that. Just let's look at the house. We're just gonna look at the house. We're gonna talk about the house. We're gonna talk about the cost of living. We're gonna talk about the real estate. We're gonna talk about different neighborhoods. We're gonna look at a couple of houses, okay? But listen, not yet. Don't do that yet. That's what we are for, okay? Let's y'all. You know what I'm trying to say.
At the company, and they were thinking about children at that time, and they came up with that great name.
Yeah.
Of their potential children.
And you stuck with it. What, or did you already have
Well,
the
that's just
LLC?
one LLC. We'll start more.
Yeah.
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 So y'all really had a future ahead, apparently. But again, hey, certain things he said.
Why was that a conversation when they're coming to look at a house?
You know, and I'm a stoop low for this one now. Y'all don't throw tomatoes at the screen. I'm a stoop low because it's somebody for everybody. We heard it. Moses said it. You know, LeBaric really wasn't Destiny's type. She liked thuggish, ruggish. You know, nothing wrong with that. If that's your speed, hey. And I believe that Moses really did love that stupid girl. But yet again, Destiny's selfish. Sometimes in a long distance relationship, you have to make a little extra sacrifices that you might not want to make and kind of do some things that, you might not normally do if you both were locally in the same place. As a woman, I had one long distance relationship and I learned a lot about myself through that relationship. And I never did like thuggish, ruggish, brothers, because to me, you know, they're kind of idiotic, very emotionally immature, and I like thinkers. I like men who are intellectual as well as have the gangster enough to know how to back somebody up off you, as well as the eloquence to use his words and intellect and his strategy to lead us through whatever we need to endure. Do you understand? Because I had a very, very powerful father in my life who was a damn leader. Now let's go.
Because he know the relationship with us.
But you with your wife. Why are you talking about me?
He wants you. He wants you back. He wants.
And see this here? This is disgusting. That's why I call destiny dangerous. To be humored by the fact that a married man is still talking about her, allegedly, assuming this is dangerous because, Sonny ain't Tisha, okay? Sonny ain't Kimmy nor Stormy, okay? Sonny will put the pause. Let's go.
He want to have both of y'all.
Like you did.
Leave me out of it.
Y'all like side chicks. That's why y'all can relate. And you have a name.
Everybody gotta have one.
Everybody gotta have one?
Yeah.
This is what I be talking about.
And everybody gotta have one.
You have a natural propensity to align yourself with losers. You sit up here and let this man pour his heart out to you.
Now, wasn't Destiny just complaining about how Melody was trying to tell her who she could be friends with in regard to hotel, motel, Holiday Inn? Now, why is Destiny giving us the same energy directed back at hotel, motel? Listen, I keep telling you, animated insanity. Okay, we gonna wrap it up there. Okay, we gonna wrap it on up right there. Y'all tell me what you think in them there comment sections. Okay, drop them eagle feathers. If you want to bless the channel, it is Queen 1971 QWEEN 1971, and I will be out on the flip side, y'all. I love you. Drink your water. Black power, black love, black family. Heal. Heal.